The following is a Richie on Sports production.
It's the standard bearer in the pool industry. We're talking about Blue Haven Pools. A 10-year NFL vet, Torrance Small, who spent 5 years right here in New Orleans playing for the Saints. He knows all about it because guess what? That's his pool. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to the Purple, Black, and Gold. I'm Eric Ritchie alongside former Saints quarterback John Fourcade. We'll hear from Torrance in just a little bit, but John, the Saints victorious in about as crushing of a defeat that you can hand a Dallas Cowboys team. It was sweet, and finally, a running game.
Did you say a running game? It was phenomenal, Eric. I tell you, overall, I was impressed with the way they came out and played this football game. They beat a team that we all thought was a good Dallas Cowboys team, but in the overall picture of it, the Saints are much better than Dallas Cowboys.
The Saints are now 7-2 after the 49-17 victory over the Cowboys. And look at the numbers rushing-wise. The 625 total yards included 242 rushing yards. Ingram had his biggest game as an NFL player, 145 yards on those 14 carries, a touchdown. Pierre Thomas had 87 yards on 17 carries. Sproles 5 carries for 12 yards, but all three of these guys also caught passes. They combined for 16 passes out of the backfield and 2 more touchdowns. Let's hear now from Pierre Thomas on the day the guys had running the football.
It was clicking all cylinders. I mean, we had a nice little tempo, nonstop. Soon when Mark went in, he's explosive, making moves, running the ball very well. Soon when Sproles in, they know he's going to either catch, run, he's going to do it all. And myself, we had a nice little smooth tempo going. We did not let up on these guys, and we just took it to them.
New Orleans Saints finally got a running game. Took them 9 weeks to get a running game, but they got a running game. I think the whole thing is why. I'll tell you why. Mark Ingram saw that LSU-Alabama game, brought back memories of what he should be and why he's going to be a better running back.
After the game, Jerry Jones, it was interesting, kind of came out of the Cowboys locker room first in a little impromptu news conference and said, we did what we had to do as far as making the move with Rob Ryan, but certainly you got to feel good for the Saints defensive coordinator who partied mightily afterwards, had a couple of cold pops with some locals at one of his favorite downtown New Orleans bars, and man, it just felt good to see them hold the Cowboys under 200 yards.
Well, Eric, you know doggone well, when you got a good defensive coordinator, which they didn't have last season, he comes across this season, fell in their laps. Jerry Jones, thank you so much. And Rob Ryan, I wish I'd have been out with you having that cold beverage.
Let's hear from one of his players now, Chris Carr, a guy who's played with Ryan before, on what this win meant to the defensive unit and to Rob Ryan.
He acted the same as any other week, but I think deep down inside, obviously, if you've been to a place previously, especially only last year, and I think his firing was unjustified. He's a great coach, and I think he really wanted to go out there and have a great win and have a great performance here on defense. And we did that, and so I think everybody here is very happy for him because we love Rob. We know he loves us, he has our back, and we have his back. And so I think it was helpful. I think every single week you have to find sometimes a little extra motivation, and I think that was it this week, and I'm glad we got a win for him, a big win for him.
In the Saints' 49-17 win, a historic number, 40. That's right, 40 first downs, the most in NFL history, 625 total yards. That's a franchise record that the Cowboys yielded. Let's hear now from some of the Cowboys' offensive players that were, again, held to just barely over 100 yards passing. Let's hear from Dez Bryant and Jason Witten after this stunning defeat by the Cowboys.
Perfect night for us all together. It was a tough game. I'm giving them credit. They played really well, outplayed us, and kicked their tails pretty good. So we got to buy. We got to reevaluate. Obviously, we're still a confident team. Tied for a division, know where we're at, but obviously we got to play a lot better moving forward, and we believe we can do that. But we've been humbled pretty well tonight, and just didn't execute enough. I felt like we had a good plan. We just didn't do a good enough job executing.
Did the Saints defensively do anything that might have surprised you a little bit or threw you guys off?
Yeah, I mean, they outplayed us. You know, I mean, I think that's more than anything. I mean, Rob's system is the 3-4 system. I think we're pretty prepared for that and ready to go. They outplayed us in that scheme. And so, you know, early I felt like we were able to do some good stuff, get the running game going, which was good. And then we just fell off there and couldn't keep matching.
Yeah, you know, that's all part of, you know, staying focused, you know, keeping your head in the game and trying to do whatever you can to try to make a difference, you know, trying to make a difference in the ball game.
Des, were you fully a part of the offense tonight? You didn't look like you were running normal routes. I mean, were you completely a part of the offense, or were you hurting?
No, you know, I wasn't hurting, but I feel like I do what's called, you know. That's what every last one of us do. Whenever it's called, that's what we do. We go out there and try to execute it the best way we possibly can. You know, we had a game plan.
The juggling catch that you made, talk a little bit about that 40-plus yarder.
It was an opportunity, and just try your best to make a play the best way you possibly can.
Coach Payton obviously had a chance this week to talk so glowingly about you and your days with him with the offensive coordinator. Just talk a little bit about Coach Payton and the job he's done coming back here.
Yeah, well, he's a great coach. You know, I was fortunate to play under him as the offensive coordinator for 3 years, and my first 3 years in the league, and learned so much from him. Have so much respect for him, and you know, I'm sure he's an amazing head coach. But at the time, as an offensive coordinator, you just knew he was going to be a great coach. So. Always working, always having ideas to get better, and taught me a lot about the game. Really had a huge impact on my early days in my career.
It's time for our first break on the Purple, Black, and Gold. Still to come, we'll talk LSU, Alabama, a tough one for the Tigers. But up next, it's Payton's Place. Hear from Saints head coach Sean Payton when we return. As we roll on from Kenner, the Blue Haven pool of Torrance Small. Torrance knows that they offer the best price without sacrificing quality at Blue Haven Pools.
This is Robert Namer. Hot talk can only be cooled by an affordable, refreshing backyard resort from Blue Haven Pools and Spas. Since 1954, the #1 choice for building a new pool or existing pool remodeling and service. World's largest, best quality, best warranty, best price. Blue Haven Pools, certified pool designers, fully insured and rated. For health, entertainment, and recreation, visit bluehaven.com. That's bluehaven.com.
In the heart of the French Quarter, the recently renovated Spirits on Bourbon, as seen on Spike TV, is your must-see destination on Bourbon Street. With nightly entertainment featuring our dueling piano show. Sing along and have a great time. Spirits on Bourbon, with our world-famous signature drink, the Resurrection, served in our souvenir blinking skull mug with tons of booze and a jalapeno for extra kick. Or try the Barber Beer. It's not a beer, it's a delicious mixed drink with whipped cream vodka, root beer schnapps, cream soda, and topped with whipped cream. Or if you dare, pay homage to our resident ghost, Edward Dubois, and have a shot in his barber chair. Come hungry. Our great food is served 24 hours a day, Thursday through Monday. Steaks, shrimp beignets, shrimp po' boys, and the best gumbo in the French Quarter. And for souvenirs, visit our website at spiritsonbourbon.com. Spirits on Bourbon, 615 Bourbon Street. Welcome back to the Purple, Black, and Gold. Eric Ritchie alongside former Saints QB John Forcade. Kicking, suddenly an issue. Garrett Hartley has now missed 4 of his last 6, and you just could tell after he missed that last one, you're like, I bet there's going to be some kickers brought in this week to at least take a look. 4 kickers that we've heard of, including, I think, Shane Graham, Neil Rackers, some of the names that were brought in to take a look this week. What's your whole take on the kicking situation?
Well, Eric, my whole take is this, that, you know, once you become the kicker when the season begins, there's nobody pushing you. You know, your quarterbacks are being pushed, your running backs being pushed, your receivers being pushed. But in this case right now, it's well-deserved them bringing another kicker in because he's got a little bit lazy in his years being here.
Sean Payton certainly has a quick trigger when it comes to letting punters and kickers go. We'll see how the week develops for Garrett Hartley. But right now, let's go ahead and check in with Coach Payton with what we call Payton's Place.
I think you saw a player that ran hard and had holes and did a lot of the things that I'm sure he felt he could do, and he got the right opportunity and the right number of touches. So I thought he played exceptionally well. Yeah, I was really proud of how he handled the time leading up to that, that game. With a lot of there's a lot of pressure that goes into playing, and I guess a little bit more for a player that was selected in the first round. I thought he handled that well. I thought that was, when that game, I think, became one-dimensional, I think that really favored us. Early on, they had some big runs. I thought on the defensive side of the ball, we contested the passing game well. We got enough pressure, and I thought it was a good team win. But I thought defensively, against a pretty good offense, we did a good job of contesting the throws and, getting through that early portion of the game where they had some big runs. I thought that was important.
Sean Payton's excited right now. He found him in running game. I hope he can keep this up. He's hoping he can keep it up. The way they ran the football, the way they protected Drew Brees all day, that offense is gelling. Plus, the defense is gelling. 7-2 with the Carolina Panthers right up there behind.
John, after the game, Drew Brees said that Mark Ingram was a man on a mission. Another guy who's been on a mission all year for us, Paul Boron, out at the Saints complex, and has more on this wonderful victory against nothing better than beating those Cowboys.
Yeah, Eric, Sunday night's performance was awe-inspiring, but perhaps the better description would be it's about time, especially when it comes to the running game. The Saints ran for over 240 yards, with Darren Sproles and Pierre Thomas contributing in both the passing game and the rushing game. But the standout, or perhaps breakout performance, came from Mark Ingram, who ran for 145 yards.
It was just Sunday night football, and I was feeling good all week, as far as my health goes. I just wanted to come out and have a great game and show the world what I could do and what type of player I am, what type of back I am, what type of motion I play with. And I just wanted to come out here tonight and just do the best I could.
Man, seeing them do that tonight, that was just special. It was special. He had a great game tonight.
I think he's going to have some confidence coming out of this game. I think you saw in that second half, and it wasn't like he's running through gaping holes the whole game. I mean, he's squeezing through some tight stuff, and I mean, that's what you got to do in this league. You got to find tight holes. He ran hard like he always does, and hopefully, I think more than anything, he's going to build confidence for him. He's going to, keep running hard, but with some more confidence.
The offense was clicking, and the defense held the high-flying Cowboys offense to under 200 yards. It was the kind of performance this team would like to repeat often in the last 7 weeks of the season.
What you strive for is efficiency, both in the run game and the pass game. We had that today. Great balance, great efficiency. You strive for converting third downs. We were 9 of 12 today, 75%. That's going to win you a lot of football games. 4 or 5 in the red zone, 80%. That's going to win you a lot of football games. No turnovers on offense. It's going to win you a lot of football games. So you continue to focus on just some of those key elements. It's offensive football to football as a team, and you're going to win a lot of football games.
Well, we needed that momentum. It's that time of the year where a team is on that tipping point. They can go down or they can keep going up, and I believe we needed that momentum swing take us in the right direction.
Eric Glenn Foster is a rookie, but he's playing like a veteran, and he gets it. He knows the team that played against Dallas on Sunday is the team they'd like to be the rest of the season.
Paul, thanks. This week, last time, we were talking about all the hits that Drew Brees has been taking. That certainly wasn't the case Sunday against the Cowboys. I know he was sacked once, but really, he was just hit 3 times in that game.
Yeah, it was a stellar performance, Eric. In fact, Drew Brees in his post-game press conference said, I know I should probably talk about my offensive line every week, but for real, they were phenomenal. I love this group. And what's not to love after a performance like that?
Paul Boron from the Saints complex in Metairie. Thanks, Paul. CST was your place to get ready for the Saints and the 49ers this week. It all begins on Thursday. Tom Gregory hosts Outside the Huddle. Saturday night, join Victor Howell and Paul Crane for CST tonight. Then on Sunday, behind-the-scenes coverage from yours truly and an exclusive one-on-one interview with Drew Brees with Mike Neighbors. Now it's time to break down John Fourcade's 4 keys to beating those San Francisco 49ers. Nothing better than beating the Cowboys and the Niners back-to-back weeks, huh?
Totally agree with you on that. My 4 keys are strictly this. Offensively, can the Saints protect Drew Brees against one of the best defenses in the league? And can Sean Payton get that running game going from the offensive side of the football? I think they will in this game, in the home game against the 49ers. Defensively, can they pressure the quarterback of the 49ers, who's playing like crap this season right now for the 49ers? And last but not least, can Rob Ryan stop Frank Gore's running ability? I think they will. Saints win this football game.
Time for us to exit stage left. Another break on the purple, black, and gold. When we return, Les Miles breaking it down after a tough one in Tuscaloosa. Again, we're in Kenner at the home of Torrance Small. He knows to get the confidence that comes with a name that's been trusted across the country since 1954, Blue Haven Pools. The Swamp Room on Veterans Boulevard in Metairie has everything you're looking for. The home of the Swamp Burger, juicy steaks, and a healthy portion of cheese fries. All part of a full-service grill that stays open late. Happy hour every day, 11 to 7, with a wide selection of 22 different beers on tap with hundreds of different bottles to choose from. Compete with your friends on pool tables, darts, golden tee, or try your luck on video poker. 17 flat-screen high-def TVs to watch LSU, the Saints, NFL ticket, and the MLB package at the Swamp Room, 5216 Veterans Boulevard in Metairie.
This is Robert Namer. Hot talk can only be cooled by an affordable, refreshing backyard resort from Blue Haven Pools and Spas. Since 1954, the #1 choice for building a new pool or existing pool remodeling and service. World's largest, best quality, best warranty, best price. Blue Haven Pools, certified pool designers, fully insured and rated. For health, entertainment, and recreation, visit bluehaven.com. That's bluehaven.com.
Welcome back to the purple, black, and gold. Time to talk purple now. And LSU, of course, losing to Alabama 38-17. John, it was a game they were tied at 17, but could not answer 3 late Alabama touchdowns.
Well, when it was tied 17-17 in the third quarter, I thought LSU had an opportunity. Their offense was moving the football. Defense got wore out, and Alabama showed you why they're ranked #1. I think they just wore them out at the end.
Time to hear from Les Miles. We heard from Nick Saban, who said that this was probably the best half of football his team played all season. As for Les Miles, well, let's find out more with the Mad Hatter.
Congratulations to that very quality Alabama team. Coach Saban's got them going. Felt like they played extremely well. Really kind of not prepared for this. Just kind of felt like we played better. But 2 quality teams play. Certainly that Alabama team separated themselves from us tonight. Can't turn the ball over. Can't. In the first half, it's a 7-0 game with a fullback runs off left tackle. We turn the ball over on the other side of the field, and just cost us a terrible start. Have a center quarterback exchange mistake, which you just really can't do in games like this against quality opponents. I mean, any way you cut it, it's 7 for us and 3 for them, and that's a 10-point swing. I watched individual effort. I thought individual effort was good. I thought our team fought. I thought that I think they're stung right now. I don't think they're happy about it at all. And it's when you prepare hard, you want for victory, and you're ambitious. It's not any fun to finish second. He's fine. He's miserable. He's heartsick. He finished second, and he fought like hell, but not meant to be. Health-wise, he's fine.
Offensively, LSU was held to just 43 yards rushing. The 38 points that Alabama put up, it's the most the Crimson Tide has scored on an LSU team since 1947. Still to come, we'll hear from former Saints wide receiver Torrance Small. But up next, high school football. The Destrehan Wildcats charge into the playoffs. We'll hear from their head coach, Steve Robichaux, after this timeout. The Swamp Room on Veterans Boulevard in Metairie has everything you're looking for. the home of the Swamp Burger, juicy steaks, and a healthy portion of cheese fries. All part of a full-service grill that stays open late. Happy hour every day, 11 to 7, with a wide selection of 22 different beers on tap with hundreds of different bottles to choose from. Compete with your friends on pool tables, darts, golden tee, or try your luck on video poker. 17 flat-screen high-def TVs to watch LSU, the Saints, NFL ticket, and the MLB package at the Swamp Room, 5216 Veterans Boulevard in Metairie.
This is Robert Namer. Hot talk can only be cooled by an affordable, refreshing backyard resort from Blue Haven Pools and Spas. Since 1954, the #1 choice for building a new pool or existing pool remodeling and service. World's largest, best quality, best warranty, best price. Blue Haven Pools, certified pool designers, fully insured and rated. For health, entertainment, and recreation, visit bluehaven.com. That's bluehaven.com.
At myhealthinsurancelady.com, we offer online quotes for Blue Cross, Humana, and Coventry, just to name a few.
That's My Health Insurance Lady.
We offer you expert advice on choosing a plan that's right for you and your family.
That's My Health Insurance Lady.
So go to myhealthinsurancelady.com for your health insurance needs.
That's My Health Insurance Lady.
myhealthinsurancelady.com. In high school football, don't forget to check out NOLACatholicLeague.com, covering all 6 of the Catholic League teams, of course, in Division I this year, all 6 in the playoffs. St. Aug as the #1 seed, Rummel at 4, Holy Cross at 6. All 3 of those teams receive first-round byes. Shaw plays at St. Paul's, while Jesuit and Brother Martin go mano-a-mano for the second time in 3 weeks. Here's Brother Martin head coach Mark Bonis.
New setup of the playoffs, it's new. It's a unique situation, but I'll tell you this, like you said, you give credit to Jesuit in our Week 8 matchup. They played very well, or it was the Week 9 matchup. They played very well. We didn't execute the way we needed to execute, but we're excited about the rematch. We tell our kids you don't always get a second chance for those types of things. So we're really excited about it. It's going to be, it's going to be a war. It's going to be, it's a great rivalry between the two schools. We're just excited about the opportunity of being able to change the outcome, of course.
You can catch all of that interview on Cox 4. It's NOLACatholicLeague.com, the TV version. It comes on Wednesday at 6:30 on Cox 4 with replays Thursday and Friday. And don't forget RiverParishFootball.com. Again, West St. John leads the charge from the 8 River Parish teams who are all in the postseason. The Rams receive a first-round bye in 1A. In 5A, Destrehan, the #4 seed in the state. The Wildcats will host Terrebonne, who they beat 42-17 earlier in the season. But for a Wildcats team who hasn't even been in the playoffs for 4 years, this one is sweet.
So excited to be back for this program. That's all we want to do is make sure that this program is where it needs to be. And, we're back this year, and the kids are so excited. These kids deserve it. So I'm just excited for these kids, the staff, the community. You can feel the energy around Destrehan again, and it's really exciting for everybody involved.
Switching it up a little bit, we're going to talk to Torrance Small in the next segment, so that means shout-out time. John Forcade, you're up first.
My shout-out is to Mark Ingram. Congratulations. Your family broke out, had a phenomenal football game. The only issue is keep it up, my friend. Keep it up.
Mine goes to the Ormond Civic Association, basically the homeowners out there in Destrehan. They had that 5K race rained out last month. Well, check out how it was. This is how they do it Destrehan style in a 5K race. We're down to our final timeout here on Purple, Black, and Gold. When we return, the guy who owns this Blue Haven pool, talking about former Saints wide receiver Torrance Small after this timeout.
This is Robert Namer. Hot talk can only be cooled by an affordable, refreshing backyard resort from Blue Haven Pools and Spas. Since 1954, the #1 choice for building a new pool or existing pool remodeling and service. World's largest, best quality, best warranty, best price. Blue Haven Pools, certified pool designers, fully insured and rated. For health, entertainment, and recreation, visit bluehaven.com. That's bluehaven.com.
At myhealthinsurancelady.com, we offer online quotes for Blue Cross, Humana, and Coventry, just to name a few.
That's my health insurance lady.
We offer you expert advice on choosing a plan that's right for you and your family.
That's my health insurance lady.
So go to myhealthinsurancelady.com for your health insurance needs.
That's my health insurance lady.
myhealthinsurancelady.com. Welcome back to the Purple, Black, and Gold, and as promised, Torrance Small in the house, his own house, and that's his Blue Haven pool. Welcome to the program.
Hey, glad to be here. Glad you guys was able to come out and join me.
How about, first of all, your Blue Haven pool? Sweet pool. What a great location here in Kenner. Just go in and have a dip. You've had this for a while, huh?
Yes, I have it since 2008. Got it for the kids. Once they always knew how to swim. I had to let my wife get some comfort with them swimming.
That's what we're doing over our house in Desterham. But let's talk Saints. And obviously, this Saints football team, Torrance, coming off what a commanding victory over the Cowboys. Now it's 7-2. They finally get the ground game going. What's your take on what you've seen this year from the Saints?
Well, the one thing that I do like, we finally got a running game. I always say the running game was effective, although it didn't show in the books, but it was effective because we were still able to have a lot of play action and get the ball out to Jimmy Graham and Marcus Colston and all. The other thing that has been good this past game is we got healthy. Offensively, we got healthy. We got Sproles back. We got Colston back, and you saw what those guys do for the offense, which was a great, great move. We have to continue to get healthy on defense right now. Yes. Right now, we got a lot of injuries on defense. I think moving forward, we got the 49ers coming to the house, which is going to be a big game for us. We've been playing good ball offensively and defensively, but I think a key right now for moving forward is to be healthy.
5 of the 10 years you spent in the NFL was right here in New Orleans playing for the Saints. And this past game, a real special honor with the Ring of Honor with Archie Manning, Ricky Jackson, your former teammate Willie Roaf. What was your thoughts on this new Ring of Honor honoring those first 3 Saints?
Well, one thing, it's been a long time coming for that. You looked around other stadiums and you see their Ring of Honor and all. You know, when the Saints is going to get something like that. And I don't think they could have started off with a better 3. Who goes in next, we don't know. But those 3, I thought, was a great pick to have those 3 up there.
Our careers intertwined in 1998, your first year and only year in Indianapolis. I worked up there covering the Colts with Fox 59. That was Peyton's rookie year, and we were just talking off camera. He's kind of that same type guy he is now. And I know the game is so different, though, because I know Peyton threw a lot of interceptions that first year, and now you got rookies coming into the NFL just slinging 300-yard games in their rookie years. It wasn't like that in 1998.
No, when Peyton came in, he came in like he was a vet. Here's a guy, I saw this guy throw interception out there, but it didn't matter. He came back in the game, and he just went to the next play. He knows how to put the pass behind and keep moving, but he still has that same drive, same determination. That is still there. That was there when he first came in, and it's still there, folks. He hadn't changed any of that. The one thing that has changed from him, he's a much smarter player.
Well, we certainly appreciate your hospitality. It's been awesome kind of hanging out here, checking out the pool. And again, as we go on, we're going from Blue Haven Pool to Blue Haven Pool. Anybody you want to send a shout out to? I know your family out here, they enjoy the pool.
Oh, the one person I want to send to Miss Judy over there at Blue Haven Pool. She always looks out for me. Whenever I have a problem, because I try to take care of it myself, but whenever I have a problem, she always takes care of me. Hey, how are you doing there, Judy?
That's awesome. Torrance, we thank you so much. Let's bring John Forcade back into the mix as we say goodbye. Just kind of peek your head in here, John. Get behind us right here. Watch out in the pool. Don't go in the pool. John Forcade, come in here.
I do not have the heat on. That you know.
Hey, for all of us here at the Purple, Black, and Gold, for Torrance and John, I'm Eric Ritchie saying so long, everybody. Thanks for watching the Purple, the Black, and the Gold.